Hello, Khosla. Now is possible?
Hello. Yes, hello. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine.
Okay. Is it possible to talk about your chapter, please?
Yes.
Slowly,
I have written
okay.
about the power of emotional expression on health. Okay. How expressing our emotions has a very powerful impact on our health, particularly our psychophysiological health. I have written in the chapter how when we express our emotions, it causes variations in different affective states. Basically, I have worked more in the field of negative affective states like depression and post-traumatic stress disorder, anger. But what I have seen is that even various positive states that also vary when we talk about our expressions. Also, then I talk about the variations in the autonomic arousal, which there is a massive impact because it leads to emotional catharsis, which is very helpful, and it not only improves their level of heart rate, their blood pressure, their skin conductance, various measures I have seen, and there is a drastic improvement in all these measures, and it instills a feeling of hope, a feeling to recover, a feeling of getting well. And that's what I have been focusing on. And further in the chapter, I have tried to talk about how various emotional expressions can be regulated in terms of how they can be used positively to enhance a sense of meaning in life. Here I have also talked about emocognitions, where we talk about how various emotions, emotional processes, they precede our thinking processes in whatever judgments we make, whatever decisions we make, and how we interpret. Also giving some point towards our introspection about what exactly are we feeling at the moment, and how do we try to make it more meaningful. And finally, then I talk about how emotional expression helps in improving health in terms of a reduction in symptoms, fewer visit to health centers, fewer reporting of headaches and body aches, and better concentration levels, and a wish to live in life. So I feel that this plays a very important role in how we determine our lives. I hope
Yes,
I'm
yes,
clear
Khosla,
about
I'm here. I know
present because I
you have a new
hello.
you have a new project with the University Fernando Pessoa. Is it possible to talk
Yes.
about this new project?
Yes. I have, in fact, two projects going on simultaneously.
Yeah.
One is on working with the people who have addiction problems with alcohol, with drugs, and with smoking. And we are trying to see how they are expressing their emotions and what are the consequences in terms of what is the basic motivating factor. Does affect play an important role in motivating them to, restrain themselves for producing such addictive behaviors, or is it the cognitive part which is playing a more important role? And at the same time, we will also be assessing their physiological variations, pre and post measures, to see does that feedback really helps them. And then finally, we will try to assess that the period of abstinence, does it have anything to do with emotional? I mean, to what extent the emotions experienced by a person, do they really regulate the drinking patterns or the addictive behaviors which are, leading to problems in their lives, which are leading to different disturbances? They cannot work, they can't concentrate, their health is going down, the family, social circle, everything is totally distorted and ruined. So what exactly, how can they, regulate back their emotional aspect and try to come back to a track which they had lost? The other project which I am planning right now is basically to analyze the micro-momentary facial expressions among children, trying to see how emotional linkage can be examined, and are there any variations in the display rules during various positive emotions, happiness, particularly because I have worked immensely on the negative side of emotions, but now I want to see how children, preschool children, how they perceive emotions, and is there any variations in these resting phases across cultures, and perhaps, is there a threshold for emotion generation which needs to be determined? So the interest is more on the evolutionary neuropsychological side to understand how does it
Yes.
all integrate together.
Yes, I know. Finally, what do you think about this scientific and university project, The Brain and the Face? What do you think about?
It's a beautiful project, and I'm very glad to be a part of it. And in fact, I would be honored if we do some cross-cultural work in
Thank you.
trying to analyze emotions. Uh, you know, India versus Portuguese and maybe other nations also, and try to
Yeah.
see, determine these thresholds for emotion generation. It will be very meaningful. I
Professor
think it's very
Khosla?
important.
Yeah?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.